you.
Joining us now live is KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel. So we have the protesters in Washington. We saw when the House passed their version of the health care bill, when they hit the road and did their town halls, Republican Congress members were skewered by people who showed up at those town halls. Think the same thing's going to happen for the senators when they hit the road?
Yes. First of all, there are questions, and so people want to be out there. There are concerns, so people want to be out there. And then there's organized opposition, which compels people to be out there. So you've got this trifecta going on.
Let's talk about the role that President Trump is going to play in getting some sort of health care bill passed. And while he was meeting today with the World Series champion Chicago Cubs, he said, quote, "We're going to have a great, great surprise." And he said they just need more time to make it perfect, but he believes they are, in fact, going to get it over the line. How much influence do you think he's going to have in this?
We'll go back to something that we've all talked about, and that is that Donald Trump is more of a populist, not necessarily a Republican. That was the vehicle he used to get to the presidency. So he doesn't have that kind of party relationship that other presidents have had. In contrast, Barack Obama, President Obama, talked about health care in major speeches better than 30 times. We have heard nothing out of the current president to talk about the substance of the plan or why it ought to be passed, other than it's going to be terrific and some other things. And I'm sure he's getting advice to get out there and start talking about it.
But the big conflict is you have the conservative Republicans who think this Senate plan doesn't go far enough in repealing Obamacare, and then you have moderate Republicans who think it goes too far and it's going to leave too many people without health insurance. How does that get reconciled, and what are the chances that Democrats are actually pulled into the debate in trying to get this legislation through?
Well, there's this old movie with a great title, A Bridge Too Far. This may be a bridge too far for the president and for the Republican leadership to solve the problem that you're talking about, Ken, which is the conservatives feel one way, the moderates feel a different way, and you've got a razor-thin opportunity vote-wise to make it happen. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but I know this, that you're not seeing the level of excitement out of the president and the leadership that you would normally want to see. And well, excitement's probably the wrong word. Enthusiasm that you would like to see. You just don't see it. And that tells me they either don't have the votes or they're not entirely confident in the substance of the bill. Something's not right here.
Yeah. All right, Brian, we're just about out of time, but I just want to clarify that fundraiser that Lauren Blanchard mentioned is actually a re-election campaign fundraiser that President Trump is going to be attending quite early on.
Oh, right? Yes, very early, but these elections now and campaigns are getting started earlier and earlier. You just usually don't see a president out there 6 months after being elected.
Making money at his hotel, which is getting a lot of criticism
Absolutely,
as well.
It is, yes.